El episodio de hoy se titula Muy tranquilo en su casa. Usted está muy tranquilo en su casa y usted, bueno, a propósito de que desde anoche hay una revolución porque el presidente Donald Trump y la primera dama tested positive, desde esta madrugada hay una revolución, tested positive, y la gente algunos se están alegrando y otros están preocupados. Y yo estoy de lo más tranquila en mi casa, porque esto no son brisas que tumban cocos. De manera que paren la histeria. Porque aquellos y ustedes que no quieren saber del presidente Donald Trump, no me digan que all of a sudden están preocupados por su salud y su seguridad. Así es que hold your horses, because with COVID positive or not, that's going to be your president. Now, let's disclose a little. After all the dust is settled, and since today ya the debate no está en primera plana, vamos entonces a discutir qué pasó durante el debate. Primero que todo, para que un debate pueda tener lugar in a plain equal field, that will only be if we have un match up with a referee only, no with a mediator who is in the tank for any of the sides. You understand that part? There is no way in hell that there's going to be a neutral mediator in any matching, unless the guy is just a referee that they brought from who knows from abajo de qué roca. Pero puede ser que aparezcan personas así, pero las personas que están envueltas en todo esto de la política, there's no way they're going to tell me that they don't have a say, sea sus inclinaciones o su dislike. So, Chris Wallace was not a neutral mediator. ¿Estamos claros con eso? Ahora, mucha gente dice que Donald Trump entró swinging. That's the Donald Trump I want to see. Taking no prisoners. Donald Trump has to swing since the entrance, since the get-go. You know why? Because you, the press, the haters, and the leakers, none of you have been upfront. Ustedes no están limpio. Ustedes están jugando sucio. De manera que el presidente Donald Trump, sake of all of us, have to go in swinging. None of this politeness. Dejen el politeness para Chris Wallace y Joe Biden, porque ellos son los polites, los decentes, los de verdad, the real white people that know how to behave. ¿Estamos claros con eso? Ahora, una de las preguntas que Chris Wallace estaba tan centrado en hacerle a Donald Trump es la siguiente. Do you denounce white supremacy? Donald Trump. Chris Wallace didn't get that aggressiveness of a journalism, if you want to call it, when he asked Joe Biden if he denounces Antifa. You may not recall, but Joe Biden said that Antifa is just an idea, which means that Joe Biden did not denounce Antifa, and Joe Biden supports Antifa in the Black Lives Matter destruction of others' property and the peace. Now, Chris Wallace wanted to know if unequivocally Donald Trump denounced white supremacists. Why is that? Who is Chris Wallace trying to get at? The Proud Boys? The Proud Boys, you know who the Proud Boys are? A group of drinking people with a patriotism problem. You understand that? A group of drinking men with a patriotism problem. Es un grupo de muchachos que les gusta la bebida y tienen un problema de patriotismo. Sí, es que así es. El problema no es que beban. Según los izquierdistas, el problema es que sean patriotas. I happen to know people, members of Boys, and I couldn't be more proud of knowing a group of patriots known as the Proud Boys. I don't know them personally, any of them, but I know of them. I know of them. And anybody who's a patriot, anybody who defends the nation that either they were born or they learned to love and swore by that flag is somebody that I will applaud. Now, on the other hand, if you want to call them nationalists, I am a nationalist. I'm in love with this nation. I am in love with the culture. I am in love with its people, what it stands for. If that's the problem, to be a nationalist, I am a nationalist. I am also a conservative. Is there a problem with being a conservative? Many people wouldn't understand why I'm a conservative if I don't look like a conservative. What a conservative have to look? How a conservative have to look like? I cannot be a conservative because I take care of my own self. I make sure I take a shower when I leave my house. And I make sure I look nice for me and for others so I don't break other people's eyesight. Because that's what I see in conservatives. They take care of their own shit. That's what I see in conservative. They applaud values. That's what I see in conservative. They value life. That's what I see in conservative. They value family. That's what I see in conservative. They value private property. That's what I see in conservatives. And they value other people's rights. And with that, they don't trample in people's freedom. Freedom of religion, freedom of expression, freedom of supporting whomever candidate for president you feel like supporting. Freedom to put a sign in the front of your house saying that you support a president. Donald Trump. I have people across the canal that have a Joe Biden sign, not a sign, a flag. Would I be too offensive if I put my flag saying Trump, make America great again? As a matter of fact, let me get. I not only have one, I have this one that said make America great again. I'm going to put it here very conspicuously, right? And the other one, this one came all the way from Duluth, Minnesota. This one came all the way from Jacksonville. So here you have it. Those two flags are going to be hung on my deck in front of the canal because I live in a canal. If somebody is offended by it, it's not my problem, my dears. We have signs. Let's go back. In 2016, then we disclosed the whole thing about the debate. That, by the way, probably that's going to be the only debate you see. Because now the Joe Biden campaign, who had been trying to get out of debating Donald Trump, and if they say, the Joe Biden campaign say that Donald Trump was el matatán del debate, entonces, ¿por qué ellos tienen miedo de volver a otro debate con Donald Trump? ¿Por qué tienen miedo? ¿Por qué quieren cambiar las reglas? ¿Por qué quieren que mute the microphone? If that's the case, forget about the freaking debate. Joe Biden doesn't want to debate because he only have a little bit of gasoline. All right. But in my street, Geronimo, in my street, back in 2016, only crazy woman that you will find with the Trump sign in her front lawn was Mayra Joli. Only my house. Only us, only me. Today, we have all Geronimo planted with Trump signs. Yeah, my street is short. But when you turn into that street, you see all of those signs, you're going to know that people say, like, the heck with it. Mayra is not the only crazy one. I was pleasantly surprised every time I come. It's like they sprung out of nothing. More signs and more signs. Yeah. But what happened? There's one person in the neighborhood. I don't know if there's more, but on my street, there's one person who had a Biden sign. And mind you, signs in my house, I have to fight with the Coral Gables code enforcement because they wanted to come and tell me and my husband, who's the brain, the smartest man I know. They want to my husband saying that they were too close or too far or too whatever or too early. Oh, my husband ripped them a new hallway. And then Coral Gables Hall. So I have my two signs, and next to my signs, I have a little American flag. I haven't seen that anywhere. That's an idea that came from my husband, and we plant our flag, our flag, American flag. So there's one of the neighbors, and mind you, the people in my street are the most educated, the nicest neighborhood anybody can have. But one of them had one sign of Biden, which is fine. It's not offensive to my eyes. I don't even see it when I drive by. And they put a Cuban flag right next to it. But I thought, oh, that's creative, copiones. But no, they're trying to get at some other neighbor who happens to be one of the nicest neighbors too in the neighborhood. Get at Trump? Absolutely not. If it's not going to be all three of them, including the moderator's fault, it's not la culpa de Donald Trump. Let me tell you why. Back in 2012, when Joe Biden was the vice president, Barack Obama, Joe Biden was debating Paul Ryan for the vice presidential nomination. Paul Ryan was on the ticket. Yeah, that Paul Ryan, that rhino, that everybody believed. He was el compañero de fórmula de Mitt Romney. All right? Mitt Romney él es senador o qué sé yo qué vaina, Mitt Romney, right? Senador Mitt Romney, ¿suena ahí? Mitt Romney perdió con Obama, ganó el primer debate, pero los otros debates los perdió miserablemente porque Mitt Romney le daba vergüenza ser blanco, ser religioso de la vaina que ellos profesan y ser millonario. Le daba vergüenza. Entonces los demócratas empezaron a quillarlo por ahí y ya lo debilitaron peor que a Sansón cuando le cortaron el cabello o a Aquiles cuando le dieron por el tendón. Ahora, en ese tiempo, 2012, yo no te voy a decir que yo vi eso, que yo vi el round table, que era como un table que estaban ellos dos con la moderadora, no me acuerdo cómo se llama la vieja esa, con la moderadora. Yo no te voy a decir que lo vi ni que me interesaba, yo no estaba interesada. Si yo no estaba interesada en lo que era el debate presidencial, no iba a estar interesada en el debate de los vicepresidentes. Pero cuando le doy una mirada a eso, tú ves, Paul Ryan podía ser el perfecto poster child de un tipo decente, joven, con la corbata bien puesta, muy articulado y también un statesman. Joe Biden hizo la misma gracia que hizo ahora cuando ustedes lo vieron debatiendo con Donald Trump, interrumpiendo, haciendo caras, condescending, rolling his eyes, laughing like if it was so stupid just to think, right? So, cuando la gente viene a decir que Joe Biden is such a nice guy, Todos los viejos, cuando se vuelven cagalitrosos, se vuelven nice guys. And hasta cuando están manoseando las enfermeras, you don't feel like it was something bad. It's just, this old man manoseando enfermera. Y claro, después que se muere, pobrecito tan bueno que era. Entonces ahora no me vengan ustedes a decir que Joe Biden is a nice guy. Check his story. Check his story. You know who is this guy, last name Bird? He was one of the founders of KKK, o una vaina de esa de segregacionismo. Joe Biden gave an eulogy en el velorio de ese tipo. ¿Tú me entiendes? Joe Biden gave an eulogy diciendo que tan orgulloso estaba él de los achievements de sus hijos a una jungla racista, que dijo que a los negros hay que mandarlos para la cárcel. No hay forma de repararlos. They are irredimibles, irredeemables. That was Joe Biden. Joe Biden es the one. Ay, divino, te hablo después. Divino. Joe Biden was the one who said that Barack Obama is the only black person who's clean and articulated. You don't remember that. You don't remember. You don't have to remember. But if you want to say, oh, by the way, Joe Biden is the one who said, well, he never called me boy. He called me son. You know what boy means in the black era? Boy means a kid that works in a plantation and is one of the kids of the slaves. I don't give a shit about any of that. But when you want to bring it up and say that President Trump, in front of Joe Biden, that President Trump is racist, not tell me that. Just go back a couple of months before when Kamala Harris was debating Joe Biden. What did she accuse him of? Being a segregationist, being a racist. She accused him of that. But today, Kamala Harris is sitting proudly next to Joe Biden as the ticket. Why Cory Booker, who's one of them too, why Cory Booker was complaining about when against Joe Biden, when Joe Biden is calling a boy, what boy means. Huh? He said, no, he didn't call me boy. He called me son, because boy is the name that is used for the Negroes. That was Joe Biden, señor. Entonces ustedes quieren venir a convencer a nadie que el homophobic, there's no more homo than Joe Biden. Joe Biden is your homo, an old homo, but a homo nonetheless. So why you want to be opinion? And Chris Wallace, why don't you do your homework? You are very smart because you are the son of a Wallace guy. I don't remember, never saw your father. But then, why don't you do a little bit of homework? And what about John Roberts, this guy from Fox News who was asking Kelly McEnany, que you unequivocally, you're saying that can you say today that Donald Trump condemned white supremacists? Kelly McEnany read him all of the quotes going back to 2000, going back to 2000, 2015, 2016, 2017. You know how many times? And Twitter, and radio, and TV, clips of Donald Trump renouncing any kind of violence, any kind of extremism from everywhere. But don't tell me that the extremists are the left. Don't tell me that. The left wing and the right wing are part of the same bird, somebody said. So you either split the bird in half and let all the blood shed. The left wing and the right wing are part of the same bird. And that bird is the deep state. They wouldn't want to kill the bird, would they? But then comes el pico, que es Donald Trump, y ese pico no se calla. Y por eso ambos están tambaleando. Ustedes me van a decir a mí, how is it that si se da el próximo debate, ustedes saben quién va a ser el moderador del próximo debate? Un former intern of Joe Biden. Un former intern of Joe Biden. Okay? Probably who gave this guy his first chance was Joe Biden. And that's going to be the moderator. You have Chris Wallace for the first one. You have this guy who was an intern of Joe Biden for the second, and maybe if there is a second debate, maybe virtually. So somebody can have a teleprompter with Joe Biden so he can read all the answers again. All right? So my question is the Republican National Party slipped at the switch? Because mind you, you know who the head of the RNC is? Do you know who is it? Mitt Romney's niece is the head of the RNC. You understand where the engranaje viene? So don't you think for a minute that we the people, we the pueblo, estamos medio cegados a lo que está pasando? Porque if the RNC didn't do their homework, didn't do the research to think, where is this guy? Who picked these people who are going to be moderators for these things? Who? I know who picked Donna Basile, and I know why Donna Basile is not there in the DNC anymore. Pero Donna Basile is in Fox News. No, isn't she a contributor there, right? So who's picking it? Can we say that for the third debate, can we pick? I don't know. What about Michael Lindell? Can we do that? Of course not. Right? Of course not. So make no mistake. We are not here just blindly following you lead, RNC or DNC. We know that Donald Trump is just a bomb that you have to crack, so one way or the other. But you know that you're not going to be siding with Miss America when you have to work with the organization of Miss America more than the year of the reign of Miss America. I understand that part, but don't try to fool the people. If you're going to look for the racists, go look into your own party. The Democrats are the people, and let me tell you, if the Democrats are all for it, just to keep the Black people under the boot, that way they can use them as they need, that's their prerogative. But don't pin your actions on me. Don't pin your actions on my chosen president. Do not do that. You are the bigots. You are the killers. You are the abortionists. You are the ones who want to keep the religious freedom down and under. Remember that. You are the ones who wants to institutionalize all the private property. You are the ones, Democrats. So just embrace it. Don't try to hide it. If you are so proud of it, don't hide it. Let yourself be hijacked by the party. Joe Biden says he's the party. Joe Biden is not the party. It's like Joe Biden is sad. It's like, Joe, just pretend that you're going to be there in the front. No, but I'm too tired. I don't want to do any of that. Don't worry. We'll do it for you. You're just going to be there in the front. We do all the work. That's all about Joe Biden. Joe Biden has it. Have you seen the schedule? Has anybody cared to look at the schedule of President Donald Trump? Have you looked at his schedule? He's been out there with all of us. Where have you seen Joe Biden? From the basement, el sótano de su casa, que está well patterned, as I heard, el sótano de su casa, he goes up to the living room, the dining room, the porch, the patio, and if he goes out in a cornfield. with the zombies. And the field where they film probably Ring. That's what Joe Biden hang out. Okay, Joe Biden doesn't have COVID. Mañana fuera que tuviera COVID, el tipo no sale del basement. Pero Donald Trump is showing you that he's with the people. With the people. COVID and all. He tested positive. So we are even. We are even. He's with the people. That's why he is going to be the president, because he really feels, he really knows, he knows what the nitty-gritty. You understand? He exposed himself for us. He doesn't hide. He doesn't hide that Joe Biden will hide when China comes with a syringe or with a spray. He will hide. He will run for your life. He's the one the first one that's gonna jump out of the ship and let it sink. He's gonna jump out. He's gonna bring his frumpy old wife, and he's gonna try to go away. No, not doing it. El little motorcito, and let the ship fall, drown. Donald Trump, no, he's gonna be there getting water out of the ship. Get the water. Come on, you go over there. You go. Start pushing, get it out. That's Donald Trump. That's who we want. No, we need. Michelle Obama said, vote for Biden. Our lives depend. Estaba en el aeropuerto sin máscara. Entonces tú tienes que usar la máscara, pero ellos no la usan porque ellos saben de algo. Además, señores, ven acá, Donald Trump no le hacían la prueba. Todos los días se le hace la prueba a Donald Trump. Y de repente, Hope Hicks, que es la muchacha linda, que es como así, no sé, consejera, una vaina de esa. Hope se le pegó el virus. Y el virus también entonces lo tiene Donald Trump. Bueno, pero no importa. La cuestión es esta. Estas feminists que se pasan la vida dándose golpes de pecho. Déjame hablar con Marta. Ya.
Yo estoy abajo.
Ok, va. Ok. Bueno. No sé qué pasó ahora. Bueno, estas feministas que se pasan la vida tratando de hablar por el bienestar de la seguridad y el bienestar de las mujeres. Estas mujeres que se pasan la vida en esto, right? Ustedes díganme, ¿en qué momento ellas, las feministas, porque ellas no se juntan para decir, mujeres, si ustedes se van a acostar con los hombres, lo que ustedes odian tanto, protéjanse para que no salgan preñadas? Eso no hay un focus group que se puedan unir para decir eso. Si ustedes están tan pendientes de lo que tiene que ver con el bienestar y el derecho de la mujer de hacer con su cuerpo lo que ella quiera, porque ustedes no hablan entre sí para decirle, pues si tú te vas a acostar con ese hombre que tú odias tanto, con la figura de ese hombre que tú odias tanto, ¿por qué tú no te proteges? Vamos a ver. Tú puedes protegerte o lo puedes sacar a tiempo. Entonces ya, porque tú odias al tipo, ¿no? Entonces, no lo disfruten. No lo disfrute, mi hermana. Pero si usted lo disfruta, usted no me va a obligar a mí a que yo la aplaude y paga para que usted se deshaga del producto. No me da la gana. ¿Estamos claros? Bueno, el episodio de hoy se tituló Trump 2020 and Beyond. Peace out, people.